Hello everyone, I'm Psychotic, and that's also my screen name. Welcome back for episode 23 of our Medieval Dynasty Let's Play. I ask that if you learn anything useful or if you have a good time, please don't be afraid to drop a like. If you're feeling friendly, maybe go ahead and subscribe, but without further ado, let's go ahead and load our game. Now, I had a really nasty storm last night, so we had to end our stream last night a little bit early. Thankfully, we're fine. One of the small satellite towns in the area lost power for most of the night, but for the most part, everybody in the area is fine. So if it did spawn a tornado like they were worried about, it either landed somewhere unpopulated or it didn't land at all. So that's the thing. We did have some storm damage, some limbs across roads and things, but it wasn't super bad. Alrighty, now here we are. It's daybreak. We do need to go on a sell run, for money obviously, but also to, hang on just a second. Totally forgot to put on the headset. That's how I get rid of the echo, so that the villagers aren't coming through the speakers. But we need to sell some stuff to make money, and we also need to sell some, buy some seed and some stuff for the quest. So we're going to buy some wool for a quest for a villager, and we're going to buy the grocery list that Sambor wanted so that we can run that out to him as well. We have a couple of things that we plan on building today. We're going to work on, obviously, the seed for the second field. We are also going to build a stable that we unlocked with the furrowing of the second field. And we're going to work on trying to get that second storage out at the mine so that we don't have to keep making multiple trips every time that we go for materials. There we go. So let's see, we need to talk to her for sure. So we need 3 wool. So we'll buy the wool first. We're not going to scroll. The scroll's too slow for me. So we're going to go ahead and buy our wool. And then we're going to load her up. What did I just sell? I just sold my bucket of water. Son of a bitch. How much of a loss are we going to take trying to buy that bucket back? None, apparently. Like 10 coins. I'm not worried about it. Okay. That's what I get for hitting the button too fast. Impatience is a burden. Alright, let's see here. These stone arrows can go away. The stone knives, that was the whole reason we made them. The deer figurines, we're going to keep one of these back. She can only buy one. She's out of money, isn't she? Very, very nearly. No, she is. She has $1.
See you soon.
Meh.
Hail, friend. Best goods in the valley.
Okay, so we needed... Oh, poop. You know, it really is best if you check what you need before you, try to buy stuff. Beetroot, onion, cabbage, carrot. 20 of each.
Hail, friend. Best goods in the valley.
Beetroot. Cabbage. Carrot. And onion. Oh. Okay. So now we can sell him the rest of our stuff, so that hopefully we're not taking a loss here. Let's sell him all but one of these. Okay. I think that's everything sellable. Yeah, I think that's everything that we're willing to sell anyway. We still put a dent in him. Now, we're not quite to 40k yet, and we're going to lose 10k when we buy a horse. But I think we're in pretty good shape at 35k right now. Alrighty then. I totally forgot to buy the seeds. Son of a bitch. Okay.
Hail, friend. What
So we
do
need
you
to
need?
buy
I've got it.
cabbage seeds. We need to buy 105. Now this is going to hurt because that's $1,000. And the flax seeds are going to hurt even worse. But we're going to make our money back by having them. So it's going to be worth doing. So let's go ahead and buy 105 of those. Yeah, that really hurt. That dropped us $2,000, just the 2 of those. Now, oat we don't have to worry about because we've got oat. We just won't sell all of it. We'll keep back enough that it's not a problem. But we can get these dropped off, and then we don't have to worry about dude not being able to plant. So let's head on up and get these dropped off, and then we can head over to the starting village. Wait, no. We'll head out to Sambor. We'll just pass through the starting village, I think. I want to get that done first because I don't want these veggies to rot while I'm not paying attention or accidentally sell them because I am notorious for doing stupid things like that. So let's... I probably should have just put these in the seeds in storage. I don't think I actually need to put them down there. Okay, so let's put our cabbage seeds in here. So for cabbage seeds, we should have 210 now. It would help if I went under C. 210, perfect. And then our flax seeds should be the same. Maybe. F. Wow, my brain just decided nope. Just all of the nope. Flax. 210, perfect. So we don't have to sweat that anymore. I do want to see where he's at on the field, but we can check that on our way out. So my idea, rather than just putting 2 people in here, because they'll try to do the nearest field first, that's why I split them, even though each of these can hold 4 people. The idea is to have them work 2 different fields. So she's still in the manuring phase. We're at the beginning of day 2. And then she's going to go ahead and do what he's doing now. I actually went ahead and already scraped this one and then manured it. I just didn't plow it. So he should be fine. I think they have enough bags. I'm not particularly worried about it. So we're going to head out and hope for the best, I think. There's our planned house that we haven't done anything with. Now I'm trying still to get that dirty achievement, so I'm not going to bathe. That means that we're going to have a hard time recruiting anybody on this trip out, but seeing as that's not the purpose of this trip, I'm not overly worried about it. Would love to kill that Winston for the hunting EXP, but maybe we'll kill it on the way back. Now these wolves we are going to have to drop because they will chase our ass down. Woo! Right after we collect this free stuff. Because we like free stuff. And free copper. Excellent. Enough for a bar, anyway. Alright, where's that wolf? So there should be one on either side of the stream up here by the bridge. And no. I don't know where they are. Maybe they didn't respawn. Maybe it's not season-based. Maybe it's time-based on the animal spawns. I'm not sure. We're just going to go with it, though. So that's one less thing to worry about, right? Now, we did figure out last episode that if you go in deep water... We know that if you go in deep water, it works as a bath. The bath that we have in our village is so that we don't have to go all the way down to the pond to get clean. But... And I'm quick saving through here because bandits. We did find out that when you're on the donkey, it doesn't clean you, so we don't have to worry about that. Sambor's this way. What's that? What was that? Straw. How much straw? Oh, and an overturned cart. Okay. Okay. That's 190 straw. That must be the straw that we dropped on the very, very first day. And a bunch of potions for sale. Okay, so we're gonna put that on Donkey for now. No, we'll be fine. We're just over half of our encumbrance, so I'm not gonna worry about it. If it becomes an issue, we'll just put it on Donkey. Now, they've been at this camp up here twice, which is not every time, but it's been consistent enough that it worries me. I like that I have a separate stamina pool from Donkey that allows me to look for names while riding. So yeah, if we ride through here, you'll notice our dirt doesn't actually go up, or down rather. So that saves us some effort there. I wouldn't mind doing a little bit of hunting, preferably predators. You get more XP from the predators, but also doing that extra hunting will help us get even more dirty because hunting is a dirty job. Now there's either some wolves or some Wincent they call them. That's a piggy, but it'll do. Looks like he's all on his lonesome. There we go. Alright, now where did I leave Donkey? There he is. He was hiding behind a bush. Good thing we made more arrows, huh? Any Wincent or wolves? Preferably wolves. I mean, Winston will do, but they're a lot more effort than a wolf is. And I'm not sure if they'll respawn or not, because we did murder the ones that were up here the last time we were up here. So I don't know if they'll be back yet or not. I'm gonna say probably not. We are getting close to his house. Whoop. I've been wrong before. There's two of them. Are two the only ones? Looks that way. Well, at least now we know the ride back's gonna be safe. Oh, hey, Stesso. When do I think it's time to take in folks? Take in folks how? Take in folks. Oh! Whenever you've got some housing that you can put them up in, anytime that you have any kind of jobs, you can bring them in. They can do stuff for you. I mean, even from the very beginning, once you get your first workshop up, you can have them start on baskets and things. You'll just have to supply the materials yourself. So, I would start by building a couple of houses ahead of time, and remember, try to plan where you put them. Because when they have children, you can only pair a male and a female in a house, and when they have children, their stats are an average of the parents. So you want to put producers with producers, gatherers with gatherers, etc. So try to plan that ahead of time as best as you can. Sometimes you just get screwed, but for the most part, you can make that work in your favor. But definitely get that herbalist shack with somebody in it as soon as possible. Remember that for some strange reason, the herbalist shack uses the fishing skill and not the production skill or the gathering skill, just as a heads up. I don't know why. It's just a thing. Where's... Oh, we needed to go to Hornica anyway for our horsey, so that works out. Let's see what Borowo's got for people. But yeah, you should totally be recruiting people, especially if you've got production shacks up and running. There's no reason not to. Absolutely. I kind of screwed myself on our first kid. Kind of sucks. If we look at our management, our kid's okay, but this Genevieve, she's got some 3s now, but they would have been much higher. Her parents are mismatched, so she had a bunch of 2s and 1s when she was first born. So her stats are not going to be as good as some of these other kids are. Well, I guess these are mostly 2s and 1s as well. So my first handful of villagers being born are not great, because I was not paying attention to that, and they had already partnered up before I could change them. It'll take a couple of seasons for them to form a family, but once they've formed a family, you either get rid of the whole family or none of the family. So you can't mix and match past that point, so it helps to try to plan ahead as best you can. But if you look at some of our housing now, we've actually taken that into account. So, like, whoops, that's a bad one. There's only one person there. Well, those two, because Kazimira was a hunter, and I didn't have anywhere to pair her, because while we have 4 hunters, one of the hunters is my wife, so we don't have an even spread of hunters just to mate out. So that was a bad example, but like here, we have production and production, so they're 3 and 3, their kid will start with a 3, and it will climb. And you want to, as soon as possible, get the tier 2 and or tier 3 houses. Tier 3 houses will make them happier, but the tier 2 houses are the important part. Tier 1 houses are only temporary, because villagers can have 2 children. You can only have 1, so you could always live in a small house, but I wanted to upgrade our house just so my wife was happier. But that's definitely a thing, and try to build them out of stone if you possibly can, because if you build them out of wattle, and you can do stone from the very beginning, you can do stone. But if you build them out of wattle, in order to upgrade them, you have to destroy walls, and you can't destroy a wall if somebody lives there. So you'd have to build an extra house to upgrade a house, as it were. Let's see. Oh, there's a producer, but she's female. We need a male. Oh, but she's a miner, too. She's really good, and we got nowhere to put her. That makes me sad. Yeah, I'm hoping that by covering things like that in these videos, you guys will learn from my mistakes, and it'll make your path a little bit easier. Because there have been some things that I've done where they've been some pretty bonehead moves, but I had no idea at the time. And today one of our goals is actually to put in a second storage building up by the mine, because the storages share an inventory. So that will allow us to mine, walk right outside the mine, put it in storage, and then ride home. So we can, instead of making 2 or 3 trips back and forth, we only need to make the 1, and then we can pull the stuff out of storage back at home and do the stuff that we need to with it. It is a very real problem. I don't really know how. I would have done things differently, but I'm not the developer, so it is what it is. I mean, it is a fun game. They've got a new one coming out soon that is essentially Medieval Dynasty, but in the Japanese feudal era. And I've got some friends that are very interested in that one, because it's going to have co-op from the get-go. Unfortunately, I prefer European history to Japanese history, but I have some friends that are the other way around. So I might wind up having to play that one as well. But this game is phenomenal. I absolutely adore it. Alright, so we can't go down to Hornica just yet. Well, we can, but we can't buy a horse until we get our stables built. So we're gonna ride over to Branica. We're still looking for a male production person to fill out that last kitchen. We are also going to need another. I really got to get another house up. I want that gal that was production and mining. So that'll give us a little bit more leeway with mating. The other thing to remember with mating is some of the people that you get for free are, they have really great skills, but they're old. So if they're within 10 years, it's optimal. If they are within 20 years, they will still mate, but it will take much, much longer. She's a farmer. Crap. If they are over 20 years, they will not mate at all. So that's a thing to watch out for as well as your ages. Now you can kind of use that to your advantage if you have a couple that's 12 apart and they have the two skills that you want with them, but you already have a couple that's preggers. You can mate the old pair because they won't. It'll take them several seasons before they will become a family and conceive. So that'll help spread that out for you a little bit. So that's another option that you can use to manipulate the system a little bit. Okay. Oh, come on, you're killing me, game. All of the diggers I could ever want and none of the producers. Yeah, it's game over. You'll have to load. If you age out without having a wife or children, you will, you'll have problems. If you die, you'll have problems. Basically just pound F5 all the time like I do. That's the quick save button. And then F9 is quick load, so if bandits get you or something untoward happens, you're not completely ass out. It just says Dynasty over. And the bandits are particularly vicious. I've noticed the last year or so, I don't get them in 2s and 3s anymore. I get them in 5 or more. So the last couple of times I've encountered bandits, it's gone bad. Why do I have 5 people missing tools? What's going on here? What are you guys out of? No, we ran out of pickaxes. That can't happen. Shit. That's a problem. That's a very real problem. We're gonna have to fix that before we build anything. So we'll visit this village, and then we will go straight to the village near our house. And then we'll have to head home and get some pickaxes built because they're not making them fast enough anymore. I might throw some copper ones in there. Come on! All I want's a production 3 male. This is the 2nd season in a row that we've tried for one. It's gotta be a male because the only slot we have open in the village right now is for a male, housed with a female. Alright, we've encountered bandits on this road before, and we've also encountered wolves. The wolves were bad because there were like 5 of them. Oh, that's a Winston. Woo! As long as we don't get close to him, he'll leave us be. They are aggressive, but they're not as aggressive as the wolves. So as long as you're careful around them, you'll be fine. Alrighty. That's a fox. He won't hurt much. That was a wolf. We're just gonna keep riding. They'll only follow us so far, and donkeys get a lot of stamina left. Good boy, donkey. Yeah, I really want to get the horses for what we're doing right now. We're not really carrying much weight, so the donkey's strength is wasted. Right now what we need is speed, and horses are significantly faster. There's only one person here? Seriously? Oh, there's two. Okay. They are both female. Son of a... So the only 3 that we have found so far on production has been female, which we can't use because we don't have anywhere to put her. So we got one last-ditch effort at this town. Honestly, I don't even know if we'll be able to recruit with as dirty as I am. Because if you're dirty enough, people will refuse to talk to you. And we could clean ourselves up, but the whole idea was to get that achievement for reaching max dirt, and it looks like we might actually get it this season. It seems like spring's the easiest time to get it, because when you manure the fields, it gets you quite dirty. So this skill that I'm using where I hold Alt is not, it doesn't highlight bandits as hostiles, but it shows their names above their head, and you can kind of see them through some of the surrounding countryside and bushes and things that way. So that's why I'm riding around doing that so much. I didn't realize there was a gate over here. So I've been going the long way all the time for no apparent reason. Sounds about right. And only a female, because of course. Alright, it is what it is. Let's go and get the stable up, and we will try and... Oh, well, first let's make those pickaxes. I think we're going to make some copper ones and see if they don't last a little bit longer. And we have enough copper piled up now that we should be able to get away with it. Oh, hey, Piggy. Are you going to chase me? I'll kill you if I have to. Okay. So we know that it's going to be 2. So, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 diggers. So let's take 8. Does anybody else use pickaxes? I don't think so. I think it's just them in the excavation shed at the moment. So take 4 of those, and then we need 4 logs. So let's look at some of our building placement over here and see if there are any trees that need to be removed. This one's probably not a bad idea. It's not going to give us 4, though. It's only going to give us 3. One of these will give us 4. Let's try and not let it land on somebody. Myself included. Nope, it's going to go right for that guy. Woo! Okay, we are behind the houses. This way. So now we're going to make some bronze tools. Nope, copper tools. Copper tools. And we want pickaxes. Oh, that's got to be bronze. You can't make copper pickaxes. I forgot about that. Well, poop. So we're going to have to eat into some of our own bronze for this. That's alright, we're over 100. Why was that only 2? Oh, because I only pulled out 4 instead of 8? That's why. No, it takes 4. That's why. It's not 2, it's 4. Well, I can't have all the recipes memorized, I guess. But our bronze pickaxe lasted us multiple trips to the mine before it finally ate it. So hopefully making these 4 for them, that's 1 apiece. So hopefully that will last them for quite a while, at least long enough for them to get some stone ones built back up. Now the big question is, where do we want to put the stable? I was hoping to put it next to the donkey, but I have already put our herbalist shack there. And I don't really want to move the herbalist shack. I feel like that's a bit too much effort. Oh, shit. We're going to have to pull some stuff out of here. Our storage is full. So that's probably part of the problem as well. Oh, the rye. The rye and the rye grain are probably the big part of that. So let's get the barn switched over to threshing the rye and see if that doesn't help quite a bit. We have so many wooden shovels, it's not even funny. So let's take like 3 of those out. Okay. So we did have a quest where we needed to talk to somebody about... Yeah, I know I've got a lot of logs in storage. When we go to build these things, that's going to eat through most of them. Alright, where's this guy? We can turn in his quest. I think at the end of stream today, our big crafting will be making a crap ton of vials for sale. Because that'll clear out a lot of those logs. So let's see, we'll sell that. No, we want to keep 5 of those. So I've been keeping 5 of the instant healing potions on myself. Okay, so the potion of sobriety, there's apparently a quest where you're going to need one of those at some point. So I'm just going to hold on to that for now. The potion of strength is relatively useless. It just gives you 50% bonus damage on melee attacks. So I try not to melee attack anyway, so it's not really a problem. There we go. Alright. Oh, diplomacy level. Excellent! So as much as I would love to finish off barter, we're going to put some in inspiring speech because that gives them faster production, which is going to give us more material. I should have gone for that before money because more faster production is more money anyway. Put the manure in there. Nope, the meat doesn't go in there. The plank can go in there. Potion of sobriety we want to hold on to, so we'll put it in there. Sticks can go in there. That can... Okay, straw. And wool thread for now. We'll use the wool thread later. Okay, so we need to fix our arrows. And we need to eat something. So we'll put our empty bowls in here. And we'll grab 2 more potage from across the way. And we'll put our meat in here while we're here. Oh, look at all that dried meat. Sweet. Okay, our potage, we actually have positive numbers of potage, so that's a thing. That makes me happy. Okay, so now we need to figure out where we want to put our stables. Do we want to turn this into a block? Or do we want to keep it going longer? It's pretty long. We might turn it into a block. Because we're going to have another block going down here. For this, let's see how big the, let's see how big it is. So farming? No, it's not farming. Animal? stable. Okay, that's pretty damn big. I think we are going to put it here. So we're going to get this evened up with these guys. And bring it over until it lets us place it. Right there. Okay. Donkey, I need you, buddy. Okay. So come in here. And we are going to need... I had this planned out. So we're going to need 48 logs for this. Yeah, that's higher. Usually I don't like the logs getting above 200. And we're going to need 48 straw. And we're going to need 8 planks and 12 stone. Yep, 13 stone. Oh well. Planks, 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 planks. Can you move, donkey? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, so here's how we're going to do this. Get as close as we can. There we go. Can't move very fast, but we can move now. This will allow us to spend 10 grand on a horse. So there will be times, I think I'm going to buy a new saddle and new saddle bags, because there will be times when we want to use donkey and there will be times when we want to use the horse, depending on what we're doing. Did it work out? I think it worked out perfect. It did. So there's our stable completed. So now we can come over, whoops. We can come over here and take out, I don't know, we'll take out like 6 animal feed. So we did sell off our old adult piggies in the hopes that the new baby piggies that are now full grown will breed. So if they do, then that means that about every year or so, maybe 2 years, we can expect a free 2,000 coins just from selling off the piggies. But we'll see how it works. We'll see how it shakes out. Yeah, the running gets pretty tedious. I'd say go for that donkey as soon as possible. He has been an absolute lifesaver. Oh, there's the feeding rack. Wow, that much feed was only 12%. You know what? We've got them making animal feed now. We're just going to take what's left in the sack and give it all to the horse. It's still not going to fill it, but... Okay, so we need to buy a horse, and we need to... Right, let's, before we do that, let's build our second storage area. Because we're going to need Donkey to carry all the shit. Stuff, rather. Sorry. So we're going to need 34 more logs. And we're going to need 112 sticks. Of which we only have 85, so that's fun. And 40 straw. So, we could build the tier 2 version, but that's going to be a bunch of extra materials, and it's going to make us that much slower. So what we're going to do is we're going to build the tier 1, and since they share an inventory, we're going to use the tier 1 to grab the materials that we need to upgrade it to the tier 2 while we're over there. The only possible problem that we could have is I'm not entirely certain that we have enough planks. And we will not be able to craft planks over there because we will not have a woodcutter over there. So it is what it is. I also want to buy us some horseshoes for both the horse and donkey while we're there. So the horseshoes you can get from blacksmiths, and horseshoes make it to where you use less stamina when sprinting on horseback. So ideally that will make you just that much faster. I think I took the wrong route up. Nope, there's our little nook that we usually use. But this will also make it easier for us to clear out the mine, on top of giving us additional building XP. Because now we won't have to ride back with each load and multiple times per harvest. We can get it all at once. Provided we have the inventory space for it. Ooh! Oh, I'm glad we didn't take damage. Okay, so one thing that I didn't think of is I'm overburdened to the point that I can't move, which is going to make it very hard to place this building where I want it. So we're going to put the logs on donkey. There we go. Yeah, we'll just temporarily put the logs on donkey. Now, the other upside to having this here is it will allow us to potentially take down that wooden fence. Without having the bear respawn. So let's destroy the fence. Go back to build mode. I'm not sure how well this plan was thought through. What are you getting hung up on here? Is it the road? Is it the rocks? What's... I don't know what it doesn't like. Let's take this tree out. Please? What you doing? There we go. I'm worried that the road is what's giving us issues. Too uneven to build, objects blocking. Obstacles blocking, too uneven to build. Shit. What if we come up here? I mean, it's not ideal, but it's better than running all the way back to camp, right? Okay, shit. Isn't there a large flat area up here too? I mean, even if it's a little bit of a run, it's still better than all the way back to the house. Storage. Oh, we can build one here. It's a very narrow area that it's going to let it happen, though. There's a very, very small area here that will let us do this. We're also going to have to rebuild that fencing, because I'm pretty sure this is too far from the mine, and that bear will start respawning again. Oh, maybe, but it wasn't saying that we were too close to something. And with the mine building specifically, you have to build it at the mine. And it let us build the fencing, so I'm not entirely sure. You might be onto something? I honestly don't know. I mean, it's still going to be a whole hell of a lot better to just run up the hill than it will be to have to run all the way home multiple trips. Okay, a little bit of mining might get us that last bit of dirt, too. We are really close, and we have one full day to finish it. Now, I know originally building more than one storage linked their inventory, but it didn't actually give you any larger storage. I have read that that is no longer true, but I don't know if... What I read did not come from a reliable source, so basically we're going to use this as a test. Either way, I wanted this here, because we needed it for... I don't have enough logs. Because the base wasn't stone. Because the base was made out of logs. Shit. Because it had to be raised for the uneven terrain. Well, there's some just down the hill, though. So it's not too big of a deal. I don't think I have anything for that, no. So we need some more sticks and logs. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 logs? 6 logs and some sticks. Oh. Well, here's 5 of them. Oh, that didn't hit the building, did it? Oh, thank God. Hey, sweet. Extraction level. So, our mule's already maxed out. The stamina... So I'm not a big fan of these faster things. The 10% faster for the next 10 seconds. The one for building doesn't really seem to do much. So I'm not super excited by those. I'm actually more excited by the lowered durability loss than anything else. One with the earth, pickaxes and shovels. So we could finish that off. There's one here for axes as well. What's careful miner? Nope, that's the one. Extra resources from deposits. Why would you take anything else? So I think extraction knowledge, when we respec, we're not going to put anything in there. We're going to put 1 point in here, which will unlock further down. And then that will allow us to put points into careful miner. And then the remainder can go into mule. And then we will come back for one with the earth. And then we can bounce between force of nature and one with the earth. I think that's how we're going to handle the points here. Oh, I didn't use as many logs as I thought. We have plenty of logs, so it's a stick issue now, probably. So I don't think we have quite enough sticks, but we are very, very close. We need 7 more. But I know there are some sticks, like, right down the hill. Oh shit, there's some on the hill. Yeah, that's probably more than we needed. Although, grabbing all of these isn't a bad idea because we did clean out our sticks, which means the producers won't have any to build with. I know why we ran out of pickaxes. It's because the person from the workshop, or from the forge, that had a baby. We're understaffed. And I thought it would be okay, and I was wrong. There we go. So now to upgrade this beast, we can easily do that because the chest inside will get us the materials that we need. So we just need a crap ton of logs. So let's take out like 50. The only thing I'm really worried about are the planks for the ceiling. Although they come in 6s, it looks like, so that's not super bad. I don't think 50 was enough logs. Alright, we didn't check to see. Okay, so yeah, building a tier 1 storage actually took us from 2,000 storage space to 3,000. So they do stack now. So not only do we have that shared inventory, but we have more space. There's absolutely no reason not to build one of these near a mine, or near a cave. It is all benefit. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. So, we had almost 300 logs, and you had made the comment, Stesso. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the inventory is shared. So yeah, that's super handy, but also it increases storage. So you had commented that we had a whole bunch of logs in storage. We've already eaten almost half of them. That's why I let them pile up like I do. Because you go through logs like nobody's business. But like, yeah, I've got the faster building perk. I only have 1 point into it, but I really don't notice a difference. So I feel like those are kind of a waste of points. Okay, so... I think 18? Oh good, he's been busy on planks. It's not enough for a house, but it was enough to finish this guy. Oh, I took too many. Well, maybe not. I did not take enough. And now I have too many. Because of course I do. So this should, by rights, put us at 4,000. Yep, we now have 4,000 storage. And it cleaned out 500 of our weight that we already had in there. So that was totally, totally worth it. Now, I think we're going to need around 16 sticks. Because I want to put that fence back up to make sure our bear friend doesn't come back. Okay, it's a little further out of the way than I would have liked. I also probably have it facing the wrong direction now, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and build our fence. Alright, that'll keep Bareface away. So if we come out of the mine and come up right here where we normally do, like we're going back to town. It's right there. I really should have had it facing the other way, but that's alright. We can make do. Alright, so let's put these sticks away. And we may as well go for a mine run while we're here. It'll help us with our dirt, and it will help us remake the materials that we spent on the villagers to get them some bronze pickaxes. Yeah, 2 trips up there is going to be a lot better than 2 trips all the way back to camp. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is eat some food. And drink some water. There we go. We're going to focus on tin because of how much extra copper we have at home. But hopefully we'll be able to actually clean this place out now. I thought... there it is. That's copper. That's tin. Looking at our dirt meter... Yep, there it went. There was the Dirty Henry achievement. So now we can bathe and not do that ever again. Okay... Right? I am a bit of an achievement whore. But every time I hear that that little doo-doo-doot, it's like a hit of dopamine. Now, unfortunately, when I played back in the day, I should have most of the achievements already, but the achievements weren't a thing until the full edition came out, and I played in the pre-release. So, all of these achievements I'm getting for the first time, even though I kinda knew what was going on. Not really, but kinda. I mean, they've added so much. It's been like playing a game that you only kind of know. So I went, what, 2 years, almost 3, without playing? My biggest gripe about the game was that it's single player. Games, particularly survival games, I absolutely adore survival games, and I don't mind playing them by myself, but I get significantly more out of them when I play them with friends. Or even strangers. It's not any fun to, say, play Minecraft or Valheim and build this giant, super pretty house or this super efficient section that does all these things for you and not have anybody to show. I enjoy the building of the things, like that's why I did Hydroneer like I did. I enjoyed building it, and I enjoyed getting it as efficient as I could, but after that, I mean, there's not really anything to do. Whereas when you play with friends, you can make your own things to do. You can have fun with your friends. I think there's an item that we get from a quest from our kid, this strange coin here. Turns out it does have a use. If you drop it, it will flip heads or tails for you. So that's kind of cool, but I can see far more functionality with that with friends, like deciding who's going to do what, who's going to build where. I can see more functionality with that with friends than I can in solo play. I suppose you could make your own fun with it, but it's just not the same. I guess you could use it to decide whether or not you're going to take on villagers, or decide whether you're going to be a mining or production town. A lot of people recommend when you first start your town that you focus on mining or production. Yeah, you're right there. Playing by yourself is kind of nice sometimes, particularly like playing 7 Days to Die with my friends. There are times where I absolutely adore playing with my friends, and there are times where I'm like, dude, why are you doing this? You are wasting our resources. But I don't want to be commandeering either, because that's not fun for them. So you don't want to tell them not to do it, but at the same time, it's very, very frustrating to watch it happen. Okay, we have 5 people now without tools. Okay, let's, we're gonna come back down for some more ore here momentarily, but for now we are going to head up and deposit what we have and see what their issue is with tools now. Because it says 5 of them are having issues. That was stupid. Take the stone off of you, and we'll take the 10 ore off of you, and that will allow us to put it in storage. So yeah, now if we overburden Donkey to the point that he's crawling, it's not a huge deal. Now we did find out that we can use the chest in these places while we're on donkey back, so that's going to make this much more efficient here. So we can come on down to stone and tin. There we go. Okay, so what is our problem with our people? We've got a house that's not built, but that's not the problem. Really? I gave you guys pickaxes! Are they not willing to use bronze pickaxes? That just needs repaired. Farming. What did the barn run out of? Oats. Excellent. So we can swap these. Okay, so that's that problem solved, but why are they not using the bronze pickaxes? I did put them in here, didn't I? Did I not? I never put them in the storage. So we're just going to pretend like that didn't happen. Oh, that's dangerous. I have to be careful not to ride donkey off the edge there. Now, the nice thing is, because we have the storage here, I just put them in storage, and they will start using them right away. Yep, all of our stuff in the top left's gone now. So, I mean, there's that going for us, at least. But, yeah, that was more than a little embarrassing. Yep. That's a thing that happened. Oh, boy. I don't remember what mining gives us XP towards. One would think extraction, but I know there are a couple of them that are kind of odd. That's hunting. See, this says extraction activities. So let's see, we've got 3864.9. .9. So each node is giving us 1 XP. We are almost to the mine. We need 1200, well, 1135 more. That's a lot of nodes, 1135 in nodes. I suppose chopping down trees and the like also counts. Also, the nice thing about your technology is anything that your villagers are doing counts towards your XP for it as well. You won't get skill points off of your villagers doing stuff, but you will get... I just lost my word. Technology points. Okay, we might actually fully be able to clean out the mine this time because we've got a drop-off so close. That's going to make a very big difference for our metal. And not to mention, once they start using bronze tools, they're going to last longer. Once we get the mine, we'll be able to get iron, which is the best in the game currently, and it will also allow us to automate our metal production, which will be fantastic because that we can... sell iron tools. That's one of the best money makers in the game. It's just very late game. But we can start right now with the copper tools. The pickaxes have to be bronze because there's no copper pickaxe. But we can do copper sickles, copper hoes, shovels, all that stuff. Knives, so we can actually start getting quite a bit more durability out of our stuff, and that's going to be nice. And this is going to reset tomorrow anyway, the mine, as this is our first trip here in spring, and spring is almost over. I do still want to get a horse before reset. How about off his donkey? We should probably actually... That was dumb. We should probably actually help Donkey out. So let's take our stone, and let's take our copper, and we will ride Donkey. He's not that slow. Still, though, the faster he moves, the quicker we can get the trip done. Oh no! I am horribly afraid. So it has to either be in the storage, and if you look when you click on things, like seeds go in material storage, but it tells you, if you look down here, it says resource storage. So the other upside to storing things in resource storage is they do not take up their full weight when they are stored in the proper spot. So some things, like if we come over here to potage, it shows red because we're in resource storage, so you know that that's food storage. If it's in one of those two storages, they will use it automatically. If it's in their chest for their workstation, they will use it automatically. But like how I had the animal feed in with the pigs, if I had somebody working the donkey shack, they would not use the animal feed that's in with the pigs. I had to move it over into resource storage for them to actually use it. So they won't use it from just anywhere, but you do have two places that you can put it for them to use it. Oh. Who's got our problem now? The well. The well doesn't have buckets. I'm not concerned about that. As they drink water, the well will get buckets. We don't need 50 kajillion buckets floating around. It was more of a big deal when we didn't have anybody on the well. But now that we do, I mean, we could effectively get away with just a single bucket if we had to. Wow, this is the most empty I've ever seen the mine. This is fantastic. We've already gotten more than we would have out of a normal mining trip, and we're coming back for more. This is fantastic. I am so happy with this. I should have built that thing a long time ago. I completely forgot about that mechanic of the shared inventory. We could grab the salt now, I suppose, but we're still really not using salted meat, so I don't really see the point. It's just going to take up space. I would rather just use dried meat. Now, I know that some of the soups use salt, so maybe at that point we'll start caring, but for now, meh. What do we have? Right? Absolutely. And I had found a method to not have a slow-mo run, but I had to run twice. Once for the ores and once for the stone. And I mean, you saw how quick we went through the logs. We did the same thing with stones. A single house is 108 stone. So, you can't not take it with you. You absolutely need it. But making 2 trips for a single harvest is kind of a... not really a win either. This is it. The only thing left in the mine after these 2 nodes is salt. We got everything. That is super exciting. Alright, let's put our copper back. Nope. We need to take our copper off of him. Now that's an extra 41 copper. That is exciting. And we have no speed reduction on Donkey right now, so... Oh, man. And that didn't even take the full day. Our half-assed trip where we left most of the copper and stuff behind still took almost a full day to do. This is so much better. I would highly recommend getting one of these up as soon as possible. To think of all the time I've wasted. So, okay, so we got 110 copper out of that. How'd our tin do? We got 300, well, around 200 stone and 57 tin. So we need to change around our forges a little bit. Our smithies, rather. So we're going to have her come off of making wooden tools completely. Wooden and stone, we're just going to revoke. And we are going to have her refining copper and tin and bronze until we can get a second person in there with her. That's going to really cut back on our stone knives, but I can pick up that slack. So we come down here, and so we're going to need 1 to 1. And we can't see what those are. So for now, we're just going to do 50-50 until she gets some bronze made. And then we're going to see what the ratio of bronze bars is. Because ideally, we want to turn everything into bronze. 50-50, psych. Come on, man. I'm just holding down the button, minding my own business over here. And then we're going to turn the other workers off of metal, or off of stone and onto metal. They're making so many stone axes. And stone knives. So the fishing spear we're going to have to leave as it is. We can reduce it because the amount is climbing. So I'm going to drop it down to like 0.5. But I want them to start making copper tools instead. Not the bars, but the tools. What do you mean you don't have copper bars? They're in the chest for the... Oh, they're in the chest for the other smithy. Okay. That's okay. She'll make some here soon enough. So that's going to take 4 bars. How many a day is she making? 5. Well, actually... Yeah, that'll work. It's slightly skewed, but we're going to run out of tin before we run out of copper, so it'll fix itself. Okay, so we want copper axes, we want copper hoes, copper hammers. We had everything at 7% before, so we're going to set those at 7% and see what happens. Copper shovels, we'll put at 4%. Copper sickle. And bronze pickaxes. Now we're going to have to wait for some of that to come in before we can see how it's actually... Is there not a copper axe? There's not a copper axe. Or did I already have points into it? I already had points into it. Okay, we're just going to leave that be. And then we're going to have the rest of what they have going right now because they can't make any of this stuff currently. So we're going to have the rest of it go into stone knives. Just for selling. Maybe. There we go. Now that's going to change as soon as they start getting some copper and bronze. But for right now... That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Okay, so let's eat something. And drink something. You know what? We're not going to drink anything. Because if we come down here, there's a stream. So I don't want to waste anything out of our bucket. Now there is a bear over here. I'm worried that we won't be able to talk to the gal to buy the stuff that we need for the horse because we are max dirt. So there's a pond right here, but there's a bear there. So we're going to murder that bear and use his pond to bathe. This horse is it's gonna take a third of our money. I was so proud of being over 30 grand, and it's gonna take, I think it's 10.9. It always makes me nervous when I see stone arrows and stuff, because there might be bandits nearby. Although I wonder if I could run them into the bear. I know that hostile animals haven't been attacking my townspeople, so I'm a little worried that the hostile animals will not attack bandits either. I know that didn't kill him. Okay. Bronze arrow 1. Bronze arrow 2. And then bear. And we're clean too. Look at that. So that worked out. I like when a plan works out. I'm so used to them failing miserably. Alright, so this should get us the achievement as well for stepping foot in every town in a single dynasty, because Hornica's the only town we haven't walked into yet. Up to and including our own. Drop a quick save just in case. Wait, that's a farm issue. Why do we have a farm issue? We should not be having farm issues. I put everything in there before we left. No tool. He doesn't have a bag. Did we seriously run out of bags? We had like 5 left. Nope, we're out of bags. Oh, shit. It doesn't seem to be occupied. Oh, that is an encampment. That's like the roadblock that I found where there were 7 of them. Oh, that's a lot of logs and planks. Okay, this is making me very, very nervous. Poisoned copper arrows, are you kidding me? Some firewood. Oh, a longbow. Free bucket. We really don't need any of the wood stuff, but the firewood at least we can sell. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the people in the camp. That makes me super nervous, though, because the last time I saw a little encampment, there were a shit ton of bandits there. And none of that stuff said steel, either. Are you another bear? I don't know if that's a bear or a Winston. So we're going to drop a quick save. That's a Winston. Now the nice thing about hunting like this... Wow. I don't remember shooting that many, but okay. One, he bled out, but two, we can follow the spoor, which is what it's called when they leave a blood trail. Thankfully we didn't have to, he just died on his own. There's an overturned cart right here, are you kidding me? This just screams bandits! It really helps when they run in a straight line. It makes it much easier to take them out. Just patiently wait to nail him between the trees. So I think the extra hunting XP is totally going to be worth it for these guys. That's the main reason that I jumped them. Ah, there he is. So the bigger the animal, and Winston and Bear are tier 5, the more XP you get. So, and we're dirty again. Going this way. Wait, what was that? I just saw something. Oh, it's a rabbit. Come on, donkey. I'm kind of curious to see if there's another cave down here where the stream starts. No, it looks like it's just a stream start. No biggie. Are we going straight or left? We're going left. I suppose I could have just looked at the damn sign. We're going to Hornica. I don't know. Maybe they were pulling a World War II British thing where they screwed with all the signs so they would get lost if they were invaded. You never know. Weird stuff happens. Gruel. Hey, there's the achievement. Visit every village during one dynasty. Oh, right, Donkey's got stuff for sale. Not very much, but he's got some. Oh, that tin ore we could have put away, but oh well. Okay, we can buy some swords for our kiddo up here, too. Oh, maybe not. Nope. Never disappoint. He's not what I thought he was. That's alright, we can make some money off of him. So let's sell these clay vials. You know what? Keep my damn bucket. I'm tired of accidentally selling it. Yeah. Yeah, walking for days in the wrong direction, I would be upset as well. Although, think of the adventure. I think that's a modern thing. I think a peasant would be even more upset than we would be. Because, like, that's awful for poor peasants. Oh, we got an extra Winston skull. We got 2 Winston skulls. Wow. Wooden cup, wooden plate, some wooden shovels, spoon, and vials. And we broke him.
Strange goodbye.
So we need to find the horse lady. I'd also like to find their hobos. Do you guys have a tier 3 production person that's male? Tier 2. Well, crap on toast. Aw, look at the cute little foal. Colt.
Hello there. Best goods in the valley.
Hi there. So, we want both of these iron horseshoes. One for donkey, one for the horse. We want a new large saddlebag and a new saddle. Oh my god. That took so much money. Alright. We're gonna get ourselves a male horse. Mare stallion. Oh! It's only 9,100! Oh, right, because I put points into, we have a 10% reduced price rate. That's why. Because I put points into that. There we go. So we're down to 24 grand, but we have a horse. You know what? I might well buy a second, because if they're that expensive... Oh my god, look at that one. I want a black horse. I want a black horse. We're going to buy the filly. And we're going to let it grow up. And hopefully mate it with the male. So that we can sell their children for coinage. Because that was a very expensive animal. I eventually need to get ourselves a second donkey as well for the same reason. Okay, now who am I supposed to be looking for? I already forgot who I was looking for here. We are looking for... Kestrel. Helga. Nerod, Bernadetta, Ludwig. Carolina. Some pretty names in here, though. But if we can buy them for 9 grand, then we can probably sell them for around 4,500. So I think that'll be worth it. Helga. I see no one named Kestrel here. So should I ask somebody?
How are you? Goodbye.
So... I don't see any Kestrels. There's a wooden hammer.
Greetings, stranger.
You're Carolina. Small talk. Nope. Nope.
Goodbye.
I was hoping maybe talking to somebody would tell me where they were. That's what the lanterns look like. That's the main reason I've been holding off on putting up standing torches, is I want lanterns instead. Because I think they look more like streetlights. And they automatically light when the sun starts going down. Gertruda. There's some other houses up here. Maybe they're not actually a working village person. Maybe they just happen to be here. What building is this? Oh, it's their storage. Can I steal from their storage? Ha! You know what? I haven't stolen anything in this entire game, and all they have are logs and sticks. I'm not going to steal from them. With as much crap as we have, I feel I just can't justify that. Kestrel! Are you in the house or behind the house? Oh shit. What happened? Are you drunk? Look at all the broken bottles. I stand up next to a mountain and chop it down with the edge of my hand. I pick up the pieces and make an island, might even raise a little sand. Yep, she drunk. Yeah. Yeah. This is pointless. You're drunk as a lord. I'll bring you a special... Oh my god, are you kidding me? The sobering potion that we had for that quest. That I put in storage. Well, at least we have a storage that's way the shit closer. It's actually halfway. So that's convenient. So which road's going to be the easiest way out of here? I think... Yeah, we'll just take this one straight ahead. And then hang a left. So let's quick save. Because bandits. Hey, Fox. Can we just make a straight line? Come on, donkey. Help me out. You know, I'm excited to get the horse because it's faster, but at the same time, it kind of makes me sad because Donkey and I have been through some shit. And I'm going to miss not having him with me all the time. And then there was that time I accidentally clubbed him with a hammer. And then immediately got my karmic comeuppance by getting hit in the face with a tree. Yeah, we've been friends. Well, maybe we'll get Donkey a female and let him retire. Yeah, don't fall off, buddy. There we go. Yeah, I even left it in the cut. I left it in the cut. Jesus, we have so much firewood. I left it in the cut because I thought it was funny that I was in the middle of saying how I don't trust trees when it happened. And somebody pointed out in the comments that it happened immediately after I hit Donkey in the head with a hammer, so it was kind of my karmic comeuppance. And that is a valid point. There are 20 stone axes in here. We're going to take 10 of them and sell them. There's that potion of sobriety. I also would like to take some of that firewood because we have 500 firewood. And we're coming up on summer. So we're going to take like half of it. And hope Donkey can still move. Okay, we're going to take a quarter of it. Yeah, it's better. Firewood's not exactly worth a lot, but we have... And I think it's because we've been insulating things slowly but surely. When I flipped over the stone people to gathering more of the limestone, I think that's why we have so much extra firewood, because we had it planned out perfect, and then I insulated a bunch of houses. Which lowered the amount that they were using. Now, there's wolves up here somewhere, because they chased us on our way up. Look at all these deer. You guys are never around when I need you. And now there's just a whole damn herd of them running. Now on the upside, we don't actually have to run home if we wait till midnight. It'll take us back home. We still need that male producer too. Although this is the end of the season, so that's gonna help. I loaded up all that stuff to sell, and it is nighttime. Nobody's going to buy anything.
How is life?
Oh, maybe he will.
Products here.
He has 1 coin.
Treating you.
The one vendor we found was the one vendor I had already cleaned out. Let's go to the horse lady, because she's got a bunch of our money anyway. Is she in the house? No. Maybe. It's hard to tell. I totally just rode a donkey into their house. Oh, that's so messed up.
Nice to meet best goods in the valley.
Oh, that's so messed up. Just ta-da! Me and my donkey. Well, I couldn't get off the donkey. I'm overburdened. Oh. That's so broken. I wasn't sure he'd fit through the door, but he did. You're right inside. Okay.
You too. Goodbye.
Yep. Goodbye. Just, we'll see ourselves out. Wonder if I can talk to Kestrel from Donkey Back. Drink this. Oh, she thinks she's dead because your uncle's dead. Badgers got in through the window. What? Sure, the mess on the floor with all the broken beer bottles was badgers that got in through the window. So the boys would only tell us about the happy days, so she wants to tell us the realness. So 12 years after they formed a group, over a decade, the thought of retirement, so they wanted to retire. And they came to the valley to retire. We were staying for a job. Let's see. So I'm guessing it wasn't. There's a lot of stolen loot in the town hall's treasury, brought in by a corrupt militia. So they were going to get in, steal it back, and return it to the rightful owners. Wow, Robin Hood style. So Sambor and Unagast were loading the cargo. Walrad walking forward. He said that Lorden split up with him. Should be right back. It wasn't for the ears. Oh. Oh, so he was murdered. So he didn't die. Wait. If he was murdered... then that means that Unagast lied to us. Wow. Yeah, he is kind of sketch, isn't he? Samboy left right after. Unagast stayed with Lorden. Yeah, you're super sad, we get it. Wow, this story actually got deep at the end. Okay, so the baby that she lost wasn't Lorden's, it was actually Unagast's. This is, like, super convoluted. Okay. And we're getting ported back to our house. Okay, nobleman was passing through our village. He lost his purse in front of us. What do we do? We can return it to the nobleman, we can let our people have it, or we can take it for ourselves. You think we should let our people have it? What do you think, Stesso? Do we let our people have it, or do we give it back to the nobleman? I'm not keeping it. Let's let our people have it. An angry nobleman's not a big deal. And we want our people to be happy. Hey, all the villagers got plus 10 mood. The nobleman didn't need the purse anyway. Hey, our wife looks like a normal person again. That's exciting. I just asked our wife what was on her mind, and she said she would love to go dancing naked in the moonlight, but the damn mosquitoes.
Have a good day.
Didn't we have something that we needed to repair? I thought like the hunter's shack or something was damaged. Ah, they didn't quite get all the flax planted because he ran out of bags. Oh, shit. Yeah, we got shorted a lot on flax. Well, poop. That's money gone. I should have made it home. Okay, so let's make some bags up, just so that we don't have problems in the future with that. Sticks and stones. Tin ore can go in there. Okay. So let's go to Donkey, who is not where I expected him to be. There you are, Donkey. So we go IH. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Get into Donkey's saddlebags. We're going to give him one of the horseshoes. Then we're going to hit IH and double-click to equip. There we go. So iron horseshoes, a type of equipment crafted at the anvil in the smithy, can be put on a mount to reduce its stamina when galloping. So now the question is, Donkey is currently our mount. And we're going to put him up in here. Now, what's going to happen when I put a saddle on the horse? When I whistle, who's going to come? Or can I only have one saddled at a time? We have 7 people now without tools? What the shit is happening? Okay, the excavation shed needs repaired. The well doesn't have buckets. I don't care about the well. The fishing hut needs repaired. The smithy ran out of materials for all of the copper stuff. So let's... one thing at a time. So we're going to give you some horseshoes. We're going to give you a large saddlebag, and we're going to give you a saddle. We're going to saddle you up. And then we can equip you with the other stuff. So he's got 65 kilograms carrying capacity. Donkey does have considerably more. So then, does that mean that Donkey is now unsaddled? Yeah. Oh, no, Donkey's... oh, yeah, that's the horse. The horse has 65. So where's... so if I get on Donkey and get off a Donkey... so he's got 75. So we're losing 10 kilograms of carrying capacity for increased speed. So let's see what kind of an increased speed we get off the horses, shall we? See if it's really worth it. Yeah, that's way faster. Oh, and the stamina. This is nuts. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, shit, we're not even holding shift right now. This is just his normal move speed. Okay, yeah, horses are worth it. I don't know that it's worth switching back and forth between them just for 10 kilograms, though, to be completely honest. I feel like we're going to wind up mostly on the horse. Okay. So let's come over here and take all of the bronze, copper, and we're going to put... okay, maybe not all of it. We're going to put it over where they're actually making tools. We just have to remember that we've moved it, because I will forget. Really? Okay, and where'd that thread go? There's our linen thread. And the rest of the bronze. Okay, so now that you have some material, let's see how much we can craft out of them. And then we need to go repair the fishing hut and the excavation shed. Okay, so that's half of a tool every day. That's half of a tool every day at 7%. That is insane. Especially since the copper is going to wear down slower. So let's leave it like that and see what happens. We're just going to leave it there. Alright, so we have some repairs to do. The excavation shed and the fishing shack. So our excavation shed, which one is the problem? This one? 4? 4. Our fishing shed looks like it's actually got quite a bit of damage. So 4 sticks, 8 sticks, and 4 straw. 12 sticks and 4 straw. So we need 12 sticks and 8 straw total. And we can get everything repaired. I forgot to make those bags. They're going to need them when they finish harvesting the flax. I think we still got more flax than we would have off of a single field. We just didn't maximize because I screwed up and didn't have enough bags for them. So we're going to go ahead and quickly craft some simple bags out of the leather that we have on us from our hunt. So I think it takes like 3 or 4 bags per field. So we'll put those in storage, and at least that way they'll be able to plant the food. So that's going to be important. So let's put our iron bar in here, and let's put our simple bags in here. So that's something else that we should do, is we should change over the fields. Field 1 and Field 4 are going to be cabbage now, for food reasons. And that should be... We've been existing on one field of cabbage just fine for quite a while, so this should be perfectly fine. And anything extra, we can either sell off or let it rot. It's not really a big deal. Because cabbage lasts 2 years anyway in the storage, so... Okay, we needed 12 sticks and 8... We're actually going to wind up with quite a bit of extra sticks and stones now because of the... I really need to find something that uses stone, just stone, to craft. But we're going to wind up with a lot of extra sticks and stones now because we're not using the tools anymore. The rock tools. Our village is actually getting to be pretty good size, it looks like. Eventually I want to put some stone walls around our fields just to pretty them up a little bit. But I don't even think we're to them yet. So that's everything repaired. So if we look in our tech tree, what do we actually need for the stone walls? The mine. The mine will get us the stone fence. And the lantern that I was talking about that I really, really want. So... the builder's hut... oh, okay. So the builder's hut doesn't actually build for you. They just repair things for you, so you don't have to run around repairing stuff. And then the resource storage 3 would be phenomenal. So our herbalism hut, how close are we? We're 70 away. Well, 67 away from being able to make the perk reset potion that is going to make our life so much easier. And we don't have to worry about our field back here right now, because it's next season harvest. These guys are going to town. Are you still using stone, or are you using bronze now? You're still using stone. Okay, so if we look in our management tab for our storage, how much oat is left? Or not oat, the other one. Rye. There's not much rye left. They're almost done. So we do need to pull out 50 for ourselves of rye, and then 210 for the farm. I'm not going to worry about pulling out the 210 for the farm. We just have to remember when we go to sell the rye grain to leave 210 behind. And the 50 I am going to pull out for us, though. So put the rye away. So he's going to town there. They're still making our animal feed for us. Everything is groovy as far as the barn goes. The only thing that we really need to change around a little bit is when they hit the end of the rye, we're going to take them off of rye and put them onto flax. And I think I will spin the flax, thresh and spin the flax. I was going to have the guy in here do it, but I think it's going to be better if I do it at end of stream, because that way he can continue making things for us to sell. Wow, the horse is almost too fast. It's kind of hard to steer after the donkey. I got so used to donkey speed. So we do have some cabbage seed. Oh yeah, they haven't started planting the cabbage yet, right? And that's the flax that they never got to. So we have quite a bit of fur and leather. So we could make some more shoes as well in our craft spree. I think that's going to be the way to do it. I would like to buy a female donkey for donkey, because at this point, even if we don't use it, that's still... even if we don't use donkey anymore, we can still use him to breed, and that will get us more that we can then sell. So that's the thing. Alright, and I'm completely out of potage on me, so we can take some potage from here. So I think that's what we'll do. We will make some shoes. We will thresh the flax and get it spun. And carry on from there. We got our horse. We got our main goal. We never got the house built, so we'll try to lead with that on our next episode, I think. So we got the house placed. We just didn't get it built over here. And we need to build it so that we can get some more producers and harvesters in here. We need a male producer to match with our female producer, but we also need an extra house. That house will just clear out the overflow house, so we actually need 2 houses, but we'll worry about that next time. For now, I think we will make ourselves some shoes, and we will make ourselves some flax stuff, and probably some knives. And probably call it there for this episode. We'll just do the long crafting. It is getting late and I gotta get up super early, so I think this is where we're gonna stop for the night, guys. If you learned anything useful or had a good time, please don't be afraid to drop a like. If you're feeling friendly, maybe go ahead and subscribe. But either way, have a fantastic rest of your night. And Stesso, enjoy yourself. We will see you next time, buddy.